So let me bring onto the stage Miss Marguerite Lorenz.
Thank you so much, Ron. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. What is this? This is the center of the universe. That's right, you are the center of the universe. This is very important because you are the CEO, you are the captain, you are the one making the decisions and setting your intention. But I want to remind you that you already have a team around you. You probably already have a doctor in your life somewhere. You probably already have an attorney. If you don't, we'll talk about that. You may also have a financial advisor. Maybe you have a CPA. You might even have a housekeeper, landscaper, gardener, favorite realtor. There's a lot of people in your life. Okay, let's not forget family. Let's not forget our friends. Very often our chosen family. Okay? And everybody else. Traffic. The truth is that we're going to be talking about your money. It's your money. It's not the kids' money. It's not the charity's money. It's your money. And it's your intention that you're setting with your estate planning documents. So we're going to talk about the trust, the will, the power of attorney for finance, and the Advanced Healthcare Directive. The trust operates both while you're alive and after you pass away. You are the first beneficiary of your own trust. What kind of intention are you setting with your estate plan? Are you making sure that your children can live in comfort like lottery winners for the rest of their lives? Are you setting it up so that legacies continue and the charities that you love will be able to continue to do their work? How about you? What if you can't drive anymore?
Think about if you are the person in the hospital bed. You are the person suddenly disabled, either temporarily or permanently, and thinking about getting assistance with all of your activities of daily living. ADLs, activities of daily living. Does everybody know this terminology? For those that are not familiar, it's important to get familiar. It's an important term. Your insurance company cares a lot about your ADLs.
And let me ask a quick question. How many of you have long-term care insurance policies?
Quality of life requires people to know your wishes. It requires your wishes to be in a form that those wishes are enforceable. And it requires you to communicate your wishes both in writing as well as to the agent who's going to carry out your wishes if you lack capacity. So the two documents that I'm going to talk about today are the Durable Power of Attorney for Financial Management and the Health Directive. And both of those documents are absolutely necessary in any sort of estate planning. But they're very important because of the documents that control your quality of life while you're alive and not focused on your heirs getting your assets.
Well, why am I doing an estate plan? I want to say who gets what property, what shares, and when, and on what conditions. Another reason we do an estate plan is to look at minimizing taxes and expenses, the administrative expenses of either managing property on disability or settling your affairs after death, possible transfer taxes. Also, we have an eye to income taxes and what might give us the best result from an income tax standpoint.
Funding a trust. So we've heard about a trust, right? Trust is this kind of weird document where there's a trustor, the creator of trust or settlor. There's a trustee who signs on the dotted line, and there's a beneficiary for whose benefit the trust is, and the same person can be all three, but you can change trustees. Well, a trust is fundamentally a way of owning property. How many people in here already have a trust of some sort? Okay, wow.
Which brings me to my second key, documentation. You always want to be able to substantiate to the IRS that you actually gave this gift. A charity, if you give more than $250, is supposed to give you not a receipt, but a letter in the mail that says, this is how much you gave to us, and we did not give you anything in return for that gift. The alternative is, charities have golf tournaments and parties that you might attend, and you pay to attend this, so you're receiving something in return for your gift. So the way that works is if I paid $200 to go to a dinner that was to benefit a charity, the charity will say the value of what you received in return was $50. Therefore, your donation was $150.
You may say, okay, well, I've got a trust. Why do I need a will? Well, a will takes care of all of the pieces outside of the trust. So, for instance, your car. Most people don't title their car in the name of their trust. Where a pour-over will comes in is to say, upon the date of my passing, all of the assets that are not listed in my trust are then put into the trust. Also, it may be personal effects. You may say, as far as the trustee is concerned, my brother-in-law is the best for that. I trust him. He's got a good financial head on his shoulders, very savvy. He would be the best as the trustee. But do you want him as the person who is doling out your jewelry or your family possessions and heirlooms, etc., that we talked about earlier?
What is the current estate tax exemption? The unit 5.3 million? Is it going to be the same next year? No, it's indexed for inflation.
And exempt from what? Estate tax. It's not exempt from income taxes. It's not exempt from other kinds of taxes, but we're just talking about estate tax exemption now. You have to have more than this, and whatever's above this amount is what gets taxed. It's my commitment that as long as you're willing to physically come to class in San Diego, there'll be a free Estate Planning 101 class to attend.